The Columban outreach to people with special needs has gradually developed in China over the past 20 years. The ministry takes place in family homes, as well as in public settings, such as parks and restaurants. It provides friendly social interaction for the participants, a way that affirms their dignity as children of God. The support and encouragement offered to 2 participants in Wuhan and 1 participant in Shijiazhuang is also a support and encouragement to their families.
Living in China, one of the great privileges I have experienced in my life has been to meet a young man named Yang Xu. He lives in a small town in the north of China, and I was introduced to him about 12 years ago by the religious sisters who live close to his home. Yang Xu was born 35 years ago with severe cerebral palsy. He has never walked, he has restricted use of his hands, and he also has difficulty in speaking. However, he's a very bright person, and he has been helped by the local sisters who run a rehabilitation centre. They showed great interest in him, and they showed him how to use a computer about 12 years ago. He types with the aid of a stick, very simply. But eventually, he learned how to use the computer, and even to such an extent that he could fix computer bugs that were causing problems for the sisters on their computers. A few weeks ago, I was visiting Yang Xu, and he invited me and 3 of the sisters and 2 of his Catholic friends to go to a restaurant for a meal. It was a great privilege because Yang Xu arranged the invitation, he booked the restaurant, he brought us to the restaurant, and obviously he was our host. We all enjoyed sitting around the table, and on that evening we talked about the friendship we all have had with Yang Xu, how we came to know him, how we have enjoyed knowing him, and how we see God in that relationship. I think it is a great blessing to see a person who begins life with such restriction, but eventually grows and matures, and in many ways flowers to become a great example for other people. 5 years ago, Yang Xu was baptized. His journey to the church was certainly a gradual one. Through the kindness of the sisters, through the encouragement of the local Catholic community, but interestingly, his journey to the church also involved overcoming several challenges. His parents have no connection with the church, so for him to get baptized meant getting their permission, and for that permission he needed to wait a number of years. His baptism 5 years ago was a wonderful day for him, and I would say a wonderful day for the church in China, because now among its members is a young man who is bright, who is living with several restrictions, but who has the ability to develop friendship and the courage and the generosity to invite those friends out for a Friday evening meal to celebrate life and to celebrate God's gifts to all of us.
With a population of over 1,000 million people, the scale of China can make a Columban ministry of this kind seem quite small. Within such a large setting, perhaps the humble words of Mary proclaimed far from public view at the Annunciation can echo the experience deep in the hearts of the people we meet in these ministries. My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord, my spirit rejoices in God my Savior.